I just had an absolute panic attack.
Oh my god, that sucks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I get them all the time. Like after the Ticketmaster incident.
I can't even imagine having them all the time. I used to get them really
I
bad.
just gotta get over it, you know? You have to be strong.
We don't just like hold them down. I mean, you learn to work through them, right?
I just kind of deal with it and move on.
Oh, have you picked up any tricks? I mean, like for me, sitting in front of the freezer, holding a frozen orange, something that's cold, like that really helps me.
I'm just upset for a couple of minutes and then I kind of get over it.
Really? I had like 20 to 30 minutes like hyperventilating.
Don't do that.
What?
Well, don't make it sound worse than it is.
I don't want to dismiss your experience, but it sounds like maybe you're not using panic attack the right way.
It's like when your body gets like super stressed out.
Oh, that's... well, kind of, but there's more to it than that.
Like there's fight, flight, or freeze.
Sure, but that's not the same.
Like sometimes I get really angry, and then sometimes I say something like snippy and walk away, and sometimes I don't really know what to do, so I just kind of freeze.
Okay, do you get like really sweaty?
Sometimes.
Your heart's racing, like really racing?
Sure.
How about nausea?
No.
Like hyperventilating?
A lot of it depends if I'm either running or walking away.
And there's like this immense feeling of doom and like physical weakness where even finding the energy to like move from your chair to lay down on the floor, I mean, that can take like 10 or 20 minutes.
Ew. No.
I ended up in the ER the first 2 times I had panic attacks. Like, firemen carried me out of my house, 30 grand in medical bills, ER.
It doesn't need to be a competition.
No, absolutely not a competition. I'm just saying that it's so intense. Myself and 8 medical professionals thought that I was having cardiac issues.
Sounds like you're still making it a competition.
Yeah, I'm just trying to explain how intense they are. I mean, now that I know what's going on, the feelings of doom are a little bit more manageable. I actually haven't had a panic attack in like 6 months, but when I have one, like, I know it's a panic attack.
But why do you get to gatekeep who's having a panic attack or not?
No, I'm sorry if I'm being dismissive of your experience. I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, kind of sounds like it.
Anxiety can be awful to deal with. It just sounds like the way you're describing it is kind of making light of what a panic attack is.
So why do you care?
Well, using medical terminology incorrectly, it can make it that much more confusing for people to figure out what's going on in their heads, and not to mention it kind of minimizes the thing.
But aren't you minimizing my experience?
How so?
You're saying that their experience is worse than mine because I haven't earned this label.
Yeah, I think sometimes we compare things when we don't need to, and it's natural to hear that when someone has an extreme version of something, by comparison, that makes it feel like our thing doesn't matter.
But my experience matters too.
Absolutely, and if it's something that you think needs to be addressed, I mean, you should definitely find a professional.
Okay.
I think we just need to try really hard not to throw these terms around all laissez-faire.
Okay, so you think people should be more particular about how they use words like this?
Yes, thank you.
Sure. I mean, those things are important to you. I get it. We all have things we're a little OCD about.